against this damage. Now, a low dietary intake of fruits and veggies doubles the risk of most types of cancer as compared to high intake, and also markedly increases the rise of heart disease and cataracts. We've heard that in the past, the advice was for us to eat 5 to 9 portions, right, or servings of fruits and veggies. But that's already not enough. The current advice is increased to 7 to 13 servings of portions. But if you look at the typical Malaysian diet, you're lucky to get 1 to 3. Okay? So, which means you have to supplement with antioxidants. I've often been questioned, especially by my medical colleagues. You go around telling people you need these supplements, that supplements. Are you being honest? Right? Are you being honest as a medical doctor? Because you are also earning money giving talks and selling supplements yourself. So let's look at the evidence. Supplementation, by definition, is to supplement, to add to what is missing in your diet. If your diet is perfect, you do not need supplements. Right now, hands up, any one of you in this room who thinks that your diet is perfect. Okay? Nobody. So, second, let's look at the science. Somebody actually tried to make a study. You have a list of all the known nutrients, right? And there is some guidelines. For example, in the US, they have the US RDA, recommended daily allowance of many of the nutrients. But the RDA, for many other nutrients, are not there. Okay, well, never mind. So for the nutrients that are known, that have known RDA, they did a study. They studied 20,000 people. 20,000. And found one person. One out of 20,000 complied with everything. Right? The rest have multiple deficiencies according to the RDA recommendation. Bear in mind that RDA recommendation is not about having tip-top health. It's just the minimum you require to prevent deficiency disease. That's two different things, eh? All right? The RDA is that if you take less than RDA in your diet, you suffer from disease. If you take according to RDA, you're not going to be tip-top. All right? It just means you're not going to get the deficiency disease. Example, vitamin C. According to the RDA, before the year 2000, the recommendation was only 60 milligrams of vitamin C per day. You know, that's equivalent to 1 orange. Say, who needs supplements? You know, because oranges are not the only fruits that have vitamin C. In fact, guava has more. Many of the fruits have more vitamin C than even orange. And then, after year 2000, they revised that. For women, they increased that to 75 milligrams. For men, 90 milligrams. But if you go to any of the pharmacies, you look at the supplements, right? What's the average content of a vitamin C supplement now? It's 1,000 milligrams. True or not? Yeah. Right? Yeah. You don't have to go, just open up the newspapers when they advertise. 1,000 milligrams. That's 10 to 15 times more than the recommended daily allowance. That means nobody believes that. Scientists. How many of you heard about Sir Linus Pauling? All right, he was the one who recommended to take mega doses of vitamin C. He said we should take 10 to 15,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Okay? I'm telling you this to impress upon you that this whole subject of antioxidants is still an open book, meaning the opinions are still changing. Some of us are way ahead in terms of our belief that we have totally underestimated our needs for all these nutrients. That is why so many people are having diseases and not recovering from the diseases, and that is why we are so vulnerable to all sorts of infections and virus, because we don't have enough nutrients. Right? The ORAC score is just one indicator of the things that we need. But there are also classes of nutrients and many things that we need. Okay. So when it comes to antioxidants, berries contain among the most potent of these antioxidants because they have this class called anthocyanins, also called anthocyanidins, which also give them the different colors. We heard that the Maqui is almost black, right? Very deep purple is almost black. So it's due to the combination of anthocyanins, black, purple, blue, or bluish red, right? There's another class of antioxidants called the carotenoids that gives a yellow, orange, red. Okay, the carrots, the tomatoes, and the watermelon. The redness is due to lycopene. And the carrot, the orange is due to carotene. So these are the carotenoids, another class. And berries also contain polyphenols, which also have many other health benefits apart from the antioxidant power. And we heard just now, including the benefits is lowering the LDL and giving healthy heart. Okay, so basically I mentioned to you that in the molecules it is oxygen, which is the most abundant atom in the body, is the oxygen atom. All right, the most abundant content of the body is water. Even water has oxygen. Okay. So you have a normal oxygen atom, it loses one electron, it becomes a free radical. And then this free radical is not stable, it wants to steal another electron from a neighboring atom or molecule, and then the change reaction starts. So what happens is, since this oxygen atom is part of water and part of many molecules and compounds in the body, then when this chain reaction happens, then there is damage. For example, damage can happen in the cell membrane. All right, I've said earlier on, damage can happen in the cell membrane, in the nuclear membrane, in the mitochondria, and especially damaging is in the DNA. Okay, what does antioxidants do? Antioxidants donate the electron to stabilize the free radical. But what happens with the antioxidant? It gives off one electron, it now becomes unstable itself, it lacks electron itself, okay? So antioxidants, when they do their job, they themselves become weak free radicals. Right? You must know this science. So with all the different compounds in the body that has oxygen that have become free radicals, then they enter the cells from the surface, and then once they get inside, the damage inside, and in the mitochondria, the damage, or the different parts of mitochondria, and in the nucleus, the damage, the DNA. Okay, this is the mitochondria, and the free radicals cause a lot of damage inside here, because here the free radicals are being produced as part of the normal energy producing activity of mitochondria. So you just imagine it's not coming from outside, you're producing internally the free radicals, so there can be a lot of damage there if you don't have enough antioxidants. Nerve cells also damaged by a lot of free radicals.